I think I like Dicky Moe. It's one of those cartoons where I watched it and thought there were definitely things about that I found enjoyable, but I don't care for the overall animation style. So I'm not 100% sure how I feel about it, but if you are a fan of Tom and Jerry, then it is definitely worth the watch. This was released in 1962. It's directed by Gene Deitch, and it's got 5 out of 10 on IMDb, which is not a great rating. I kind of partly agree with it, I think. This is set aboard a ship, and there is a ship captain, and I have to say I don't like the design of the ship captain. I don't like how he is animated. I don't like the appearance of him. He's consistent. He looks the same throughout the cartoon. So in terms of the quality of the animation in that regard, it's fine. But I don't know. There's something about the design of this character that I just don't particularly care for. And aboard this ship, we also have Tom, who starts to work for the captain. He's scrubbing the floors, and Jerry is also on board. And there's this wonderful bit that I genuinely liked when Jerry was standing near Tom and Tom picked him up and scrubbed him with the scrub brush and he became invisible. Or rather, we just had the outline of the mouse. And that bit I really liked. There's another bit where Jerry's holding onto this tiny little flapping fish. And that I thought was very cute. So there are definitely bits in the animation that I thought were quite sweet. It's got the usual well, actually, it's a very well structured narrative, because not only do we have the traditional Tom trying to catch Jerry, Jerry winding up Tom, we also have this captain's obsession with this whale, Dicky Moe, and that kind of brings in another element to it that kind of gives it a bigger meaning. There are some other Tom and Jerry cartoons that have as much detail in them, but quite often it's just that there's not a subplot, if you like. But actually, here we have a bit more detail, and I think it works very well, I have to say. It doesn't overshadow Tom and Jerry's antics, but it's nice to give context for the environment. The environment, they utilize the space very well. The design of the ship, I think, is pretty good. But the actual animation style, I don't love. Sometimes we get a lot of detail, such as in facial expressions, but a lot of the time it's quite soft and fuzzy, and it feels too delicate, and sometimes there are too many details. For example, the floorboards on the ship, or the floor of the ship, there are just too many lines to represent the fine grains of wood. And I feel like it's over detailed in those regards, and it means that it's kind of hard to focus on Jerry when he's standing on that floor, because he's almost overshadowed by the wood grains. And it's just little things like that that made me really not like the animation style very much. And the design of the captain, as I said. So I do recommend it if you're a fan of Tom and Jerry. I think there will be things in it that you will like, but I don't love it. It's never going to be one of my favourites.